Three phones, three brands, and this is their ultimate showdown. In this video, we're putting the spotlight on the Pixel 9a, the OnePlus 13R, and the iPhone 16e. Three base flagships fighting for your attention right now. Now, you may ask, what are base flagships? Well, these are neither the top-end offerings of the companies, nor can they be branded as mid-range. Anyway, the Pixel 9a rides on Google's legacy of offering a top-notch camera experience, and it costs ₹50,000. The OnePlus 13R, on the other hand, has the largest display and battery among the three, and it's priced the cheapest as well at ₹43,000. And then there's the iPhone 16e, offering the cheapest access to Apple Intelligence and the wide range of the Apple ecosystem, and it's priced at ₹60,000. So if you have a budget of around $60,000, by the end of this video, I promise you'll have a clear idea of which one to choose among the three, because we're going to be putting them through a thorough comparison that will include judging them by their display, design, battery life, performance, software, and most importantly, the cameras. So sit back and let's get this comparison underway. For comparing the designs of these phones, I'm going to take the help of Munzela, who is well versed in judging the nitty-gritties of the way smartphones are built. So here's Munzela taking over.
This is me back again breaking down designs of your favorite smartphones. Well, thankfully today we have all white color variants over here, and let me tell you, all three have matte surfaces, which personally is my favorite. And among all of these three, the best is definitely the Pixel 9a. But you know where the 9a actually loses? It's in the overall look of the rear surface. It's actually very uninspiring, bland and flat. And so is the case for the back of iPhone 16e as well. Now, among the three, the OnePlus 13R actually stands out, but it didn't exactly have a high bar to clear. The design is too dated in my opinion, and so in terms of the overall look of the rear surface, I guess there is not actually a rear winner. Now, coming to the sides of the phone, all of these phones have angular sides. But that's the case with all the smartphones these days, I think. And now let's talk about additional buttons. The iPhone 16e misses out on the camera control button, but it does get the action button. The OnePlus 13R gets your favorite alert slider, but the Pixel 9a does not have such additional key. The best it can do is summon your Gemini with a long press on the power button. And when it comes to the IP ratings, the OnePlus 13R actually misses out. Its IP65 rating is no match to the IP68 of the Pixel 9a and the 16e, which can both offer underwater photography. But if you're a fan of IR blasters, the OnePlus 13R is the only one among these three that offers this feature. So to conclude, there is no real winner in the design department, but if you're talking about IP ratings, then of course we have the iPhone and the Google ahead of the OnePlus here. That said, I'm going to pass the baton to Sohail again, who's going to speak about displays of these phones.
Thanks, Munzela. As I told you at the start, the OnePlus 13R has the largest display among the three. It's got a 6.78-inch AMOLED screen, and it's a winner in every regard. It's a 120Hz panel with HDR10+ and Dolby Vision support, offering the highest peak brightness of 4500 nits. Compared to that, the Pixel 9a only has a 6.3-inch POLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and 2700 nits of peak brightness. And it also has the thickest bezels among the three. The iPhone 16e also has largest bezels around its small 6.1-inch screen. The Super Retina technology does have its own charm, but it's starting to show its age against modern panels. This is an HDR10+ panel with 1200 nits of peak brightness. In real-world usage, the display quality of the OnePlus 13R is no doubt top class, and it hence wins in the display department. But if you're not a fan of big displays, you'll have to pick from these other two phones. Alright, now let's talk about the one thing that's the main decider for many people while buying a new phone, the camera of course. On paper, the Pixel 9a adopts a 48 megapixel f1.7 rear camera and an ultra-wide shooter. But you and I both know, when it comes to pixels, it's never about the hardware. It's the computational photography magic. In daylight, the Pixel 9a delivers stunning detail, and in low light, it's just the most reliable among the three. Google's night sight just continues to impress. And the iPhone 16e grabs just a single 48 megapixel f1.6 camera, so you're missing out on ultra-wide photography. Apple's image processing is consistent and natural looking, but it leans a bit towards the warmer side. In fact, placing images clicked from the Pixel and the iPhone side by side shows you just how much Google prefers the cool palette and how much Apple prefers the warm palette. The OnePlus 13R comes with a triple camera setup consisting of a 50 megapixel wide camera, a 50 megapixel telephoto camera and an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera. No doubt, it's the most versatile setup in terms of lens options. And honestly, during the day, the camera does a solid job. Quick shutter, good color tones and nice dynamic range. But when it comes to low light performance, it doesn't quite get there yet. Night shots can be noisy and over-processed and even blurry at times. But where this phone wins against the other two is in the telephoto department. While the Pixel 9a and the iPhone 16e both offer 2x in sensor zoom, only the OnePlus 13R is able to offer 2x optical zoom. The Pixel 9a is the only phone among the three to offer macro photography, which is a good plus to have. That said, if you're someone who clicks a lot of selfies, the iPhone 16e will impress you the most. Its selfies are sharp, detailed and feature really good skin tones, and that too under all kinds of lighting. And the same can also be said about the OnePlus 13R, but the Pixel 9a for some reason is weak in capturing sharpness in your selfies. To put it broadly, if photography is your priority, go for the Pixel. If video is your thing, the iPhone is still the king with unmatched stabilization and cinematic modes. The OnePlus is decent overall, but it's clearly playing catch up here. Now this is one department which you already know the winner of. There's no match to the iPhone 16e's 3nm A18 chip. And that's also evident in its benchmark scores. I use the iPhone for editing videos, playing high-end games and performing battery-intensive tasks and experienced no hiccups whatsoever. Everything was snappy, fluid and cool. Literally, because the thermal management is top tier. The OnePlus 13R with its Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip is no slouch either. It's actually quite the powerhouse and comes very close to flagship level performance. Gaming was smooth and it handled multitasking better than expected. If you're someone who wants to push your phone hard without breaking the bank, this one gives you the most raw muscle for the money. The Pixel 9a, it's a bit behind thanks to the Tensor G4 chip. It's great for day-to-day tasks and gaming, but it does tend to run a little warm under load. But I didn't experience any throttling issues even when it was warm. So in short, the iPhone 16e wins for its absolute performance. The OnePlus 13R on the other hand is the best all-rounder for power users on a budget. And the Pixel 9a, well, it's a great multitasking device. Battery life, the make or break for many buyers, and in this case, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Let's start with the OnePlus 13R because it is the battery champ here. With a massive 6000 mAh cell, it easily lasts an entire day and then some, even with heavy usage. We're talking multiple hours of screen on time, gaming, social media streaming, and the works. And when it finally does run out of juice, the 80-watt fast charging gets it from 0 to 100 in just about 26 minutes. That's ridiculously fast and easily the most practical for power users. Now, the Pixel 9a has a 5000 mAh battery, which is the largest battery in a Pixel phone ever. Not even the Pixel 9 Pro has such a large battery. Moreover, thanks to Google's optimizations and adaptive battery features, this phone delivers phenomenal battery life. I was easily able to grab a full day's usage from this device and often found about 30 to 40% juice left on it while going to bed. And now for the iPhone 16e, which has the smallest battery capacity among the three at around 4000 mAh. But as we know, Apple's hardware-software synergy is elite level. It almost matches the Pixel 9a in terms of overall endurance. But fast charging, it's still not really Apple's thing. You'll get up to 50% charge in 30 minutes with a 20-watt adapter. MagSafe wireless charging is here, but again, it's not blazing fast. And speaking of wireless charging, both the Pixel 9a and the iPhone 16e support this feature, but the OnePlus 13R misses out on it. This could be a huge letdown for some people, especially since the phone's asking price is so big. To test the battery lives of these handsets, we also put them through our standard 4K video test, running 4K videos on them for a period of 30 minutes. And here are the results. So, to sum it up, the OnePlus 13R wins for endurance and charging speed, but it doesn't come with wireless charging support. The other two phones also offer good battery life along with wireless charging support, so the choice is up to you. The Pixel 9a is loaded with Gemini AI features. From context-aware replies to on-device transcription, it's got everything. It's incredibly smart. Google has really focused on useful AI rather than gimmicks. The Add Me feature, for one, is a great one considering it lets you add yourself to a shot that has already been clicked. The OnePlus 13R runs Oxygen OS 15 based on Android 15. And while it's smooth and customizable, it doesn't really lean too heavily into AI. You get some handy features like smart cutout and AI-powered gallery edits, but they feel a bit surface level compared to what the Pixel offers. The iPhone 16e, meanwhile, is your entry ticket to Apple Intelligence, Apple's new AI push. It's got all the standard fare that's sold in the name of AI these days, but you can't help but feel that most of it is half-baked and forced. So to sum it up, the Pixel still wins the practical AI game. So which one should you pick? If you want the best rear camera, the most practical AI features, and a phone that just makes sense to casual users and photographers alike, the Pixel 9a is the one. And if you're looking for performance, the best display, the biggest battery, and don't mind the camera taking a back seat, you can go for the OnePlus 13R. It's the most value for money device here. But if you want to dip your toes into the Apple world without splurging on the Pro models and you value smooth, consistent performance and video quality, the iPhone 16e is your safest bet. All three are solid phones, but you've got to decide what matters most to you, and that is how you'll be able to choose which among these base flagships in 2025 is the best one for you. Let us know which one you would pick in the comments. And if you found this comparison helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with your confused friends, and subscribe for more no-nonsense tech comparisons. Catch you in the next one.